Oh, Spence here, coming at you with another Watch Me Build. Okay, this time we're going to try and do the ultimate Cyclops. I'm trying to basically do a lot of ultimates. I want to get a lot of them done because I'm kind of sick of not having any in my collection. And, you know, we're never going to get any figures really, apart from like the odd one here and there. So what we're doing with this guy is very simply is we're going to take a nice bucket cap here. We're going to take off his belt. Now, his belt's quite an interesting one because I thought it was just like a standard pouch belt going around, but it's actually not. He's kind of got half pouches and he's got like half strap, and then he's got the X symbol like about here. So what I'll probably do is end up using some of these, or maybe a US agent belt and put this here, and then do some strap made out of something else. I don't know. I could potentially even maybe use this and work. There's quite a lot of strap in this belt. I might be able to cut it, slice and dice and just glue it together, see how that looks. I might try it. Trial and error. So that's the belt side of things. The head side of things, I've been toying with this quite a while. There's quite a few I'm trying to do. I was trying to make a head with a removal visor. Someone suggested me about using the Winter Soldier Steve Rogers head, which I was going to try, but it just doesn't fit right on the head. The hole's too small, and when you put it on properly, it goes really deep on the head. So I've been trying to think of another head that I could use, and I remembered that I did start making an old Cyclops ages ago, and this is as far as I got with this head. It was using just the Uncanny Cyclops, and he's basically got some epoxy around the hair and epoxy on the chin. And what I've literally done a little while ago was I was sanding, or trimming down the mask so it doesn't cover, there's no layer on his face. Going to get a Dremel to that and sand that down, and also I need to make the hole so it actually fits in his head. Currently it doesn't fit like how, well, it does like that, but that's just weird. So I kind of want to just knock that down a bit to there. Don't want to go too deep into it, but that hole size looks good, so I'll just basically try and keep that hole going. Literally just have to go in maybe in like another couple of millimeters. It doesn't need to go in a lot, does it? So we're doing that. Also need to sand down the boots, and I'll be sculpting some detail on there, and maybe do some laces like I did with my Jill Valentine. So let's just rearrange camera, and then we'll get cracking with Dremeling, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now the camera's rearranged, we're gonna Dremel out the whole of this and hopefully get it so it fits on there just right. So I'll be trying to be as gentle as I can with this, so bear with. Also learnt from prior ones, you need to hold small things in a clamp. As I don't have a vise, I'll be using my trusty pliers. Try and hold them by the hair, not the face. I don't want to ruin the detail on the face. Hair can be easily redone. Alright. Alright. Let's see what we got in here. This knife is so blunt, I need to bin this blade. Right, see how this fits on him now. It's kind of got a bit of springer, still a bit in there. There we go. Oh, that was in there. No wonder it's springing out. It's a bit looser than I'd like. I'll have to maybe tighten up with some super glue or something, but all in all, I think it looks good. It's a very good look. The dimensions all look good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now, I did have some earpieces for his goggles or his visor, but I took them off because they were so badly done. The hair I don't mind, it looks okay-ish. I might redo it, I don't know. It's a bit just messy. I might kind of go for a bit more of a styled look. Could do, I suppose. And he's got a little bit of hair on his chin. Well, that's really loose. All that flopping around, that's not from the joint, that's just from the ball. That's not true. Yeah, I'll have to work on that to make it tight, but it looks good. That's all that matters. Alright, so we're going to change the head up, and then we're going to sand down the boots, and we're going to sand down the little knobbly bits there to hold the belt on, and then we'll go from maybe working on the belt and go from there. So back in a sec when I change the head. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this one here, which is the buzzsaw, and basically what I'll do with this, let me just so basically what I'm going to do is I'll take this and I'll go as close as I can like this to the sculpt to try and get it down, because this cuts through very easy and it cuts through very, very quick as well. Then I'll take this one and I'll sand it down as best I can. Now the problem I have is on the Dremel it rotates this way around, so it rotates like that, so all the muck and that is scrub that, it rotates that way around, so as it goes like that, all the muck goes flying into my face when I hold it with the right hand. I could hold it with the left hand, but the problem is I want to be able to have a much better control of what I'm doing, which is why I use the right. Alright, arms out of the way. Do the splits as best we can. Point toe, get out of the way. And hopefully this won't be too bad. Gonna move my drink. Here we go. We're going to skip straight to the standing option because doing that is just too difficult at this angle. So we're just going to go trying straight to sanding it down. And I can also hold it like this. I don't have to get precise holdness for it. Okay, so as you can see, that really isn't easy to do. It's awkward, but at the same time it's easier than using a knife. But you do get quite a bit of a mess. Bugger. I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm thinking about it because I need to do the leg. because it's made this quite loose now because it was putting a lot of strain in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat this one up and take it off. But I've drawn a scorn around inside, so hopefully that'll give me a guideline. So let me heat this up. Kind of worked. Okay, so when dremeling, I can't stress enough to use safety goggles. Okay, I've had plastic hit me in the eye. Luckily, my eyes closed quick enough so it didn't actually scratch me, but I could have quite easily lost my vision from this stuff because it's molten hot plastic which flies out, so it could very easily do some harm. It normally burns me on the arms, but it's normally not hot enough to actually burn through my skin. Just makes it a bit uncomfortable. There's a load of dust on my actual screen, and that's like way up here, so it does go really far, really fast. So if you are going to use a Dremel, please use safety, okay? I think I might go back to my other tactic because this is messy and it's awkward and it's quite dangerous. I think what I'm going to do is heat it up and just cut it off. It can be difficult, but as long as you keep them warm, then it should be right. Alright, let's clean up this mess. Alright, let's heat it up and put it on. Yeah, see I messed up. See, there's quite a bit of chunk missing off the front, off the back. So I need to sculpt that. But, you know, I'm not too bothered because I was going to re-sculpt his boots anyway. If it's a character I wanted to keep the definition, then I wouldn't use one of these figures. I'd use someone like Hawkeye or I don't know, someone else who's got legs already sculpted. Right, so he's pretty much ready now for just a sculpt. Oh yeah, I was going to try and remake his belt. Let's see what I can do with this. He's got pouches on his chest, and I quite like these ones here, so I'm going to take these two off here. I don't know if you guys can even see this kind of. Okay, so I'm going to glue these onto here because he wears these two pockets on his chest, so they are quite big. I might have to flatten them down a bit. Alright, now for the rest of his belt. Alright, so camera stopped recording, sorry about that. And the belt's pretty much done. I just tried fitting it on, it doesn't quite work due to the shape of it. And also it's got this kind of rib going around it which goes into the back of him. So if I can get rid of the rib, as I'm going to be glued on anyway, it doesn't matter. But it seems to be quite sturdy, so I'm quite happy with it. Okay, he's basically ready to go. Just need some sculpt work on him, maybe some fine tuning on these boots. Let's have a look here. To be worried, I'm not really worried about these boots because, yeah, I'm not really worried about them at this present moment because they will be getting sculpted over them to bulk them up in a bit. You also need knee pads as well. You need to sculpt knee pads on, and then the straps across there, and then glue everything on. That's basically it. And then he's painting, you know, boom, done. So, I don't think I'm going to get any sculpting done today, so I might just call that one there today and upload what I've done so far. I know it's not a lot for an episode 1, but I just ran out of time today to get any sculpting in there as I'm doing other things at the same time. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye.